What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Figured I would share it with you, give you guys the latest happenings. If you are not following me on Instagram, make sure you do that. A lot of stuff. Sometimes I don't have a chance to make a video about everything I want to talk about, so catch me there on Instagram at Boxing Ego. Now, I want to talk about this situation with Ego, myself. I hate using myself in third person, but it is what it is. And Danny Garcia. So yesterday night, I posted a compilation of pictures, and I'm gonna read to you what I posted. I said, yo, I like Danny Garcia, so I'm not in it. But I will tell you this, if you like boxing and are ever in a bad mood, go over to his social networks and read the random comments. Y'all be going to war with Danny. Y'all really flipped on him overnight over that Rod Salka fight. These comments got me crying because I was laughing. I also said, Danny, for the love of God, make your next fight better than the Salka fight because your quote-unquote haters are getting brutal and slaughtering you in the comment section. Did y'all peep the Boys in the Hood reference? And then I put my hashtags. The shit is funny to me. At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about me, but I'm real. I give it to you real. I give my perspective, which is not a reality for some people, but I speak my mind. I'm an Aries. I'm a natural born leader. This is what I do. Whether you hate me for it, people send me death threats, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm going to be me, and I'm not going to derive from that. And Danny Garcia felt the type of way, and he responded to the boy Ego. And he responded to me. This is basically what he said. He mentioned me. He said, at Boxing Ego, you really think I care about comments? Question mark. Laugh out loud. So just a little subtle jab. He's done it before with the Mauricio Herrera. I made the graphic for Mauricio Herrera. I already talked about that. That's old news. If you don't know about that situation, that little beef or episode, check my channel. I already talked about that. So that's what he's saying. So I figured I would use this as an opportunity to talk to you guys, get your feedback, get your comments. And my question with this for Danny Garcia, if you're watching this, if you have anyone that watches any of the Latin Goonies or anything want to watch this, I like Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? I think he's a good fighter. He's underrated in some departments. He struggled with the Mauricio Herrera fight. I thought Herrera beat him. I think that's going to haunt you. You know what I mean? You got to go the Pacquiao route. And by Pacquiao route, when he had a tough first fight, he got cut, had a tough first fight with Eric Morales. He came back and he set the record straight, said it wasn't supposed to be like that in the first time. Stopped Morales. Then he fought him again, beat him again. Mayweather. Everyone brings up 12, 13 years, whatever the shit was ago. They bring up that Mayweather-Castillo fight. Good first fight, competitive. Mayweather said he had a hurt rotator cuff. But guess what? That same year, he rematched Castillo. Roy Jones Jr., Montel Griffin. He was beating Montel Griffin's ass. Then he got disqualified for hitting a downed opponent. He came back, set the record straight, and he went off on the post-fight interview. He's like, I didn't want to have to bring the old RJ back, but you made me do it. I didn't want to have to because if it was up to me, I would have killed him. And I don't want to hurt nobody. And he was just going off. That's, to me, what the true champion mindset is. You can't let somebody get the best of you or perceived as getting the best of you and not do it back. Like do anything back or respond to it or whatever. And Mauricio, it'd be one thing. Mauricio O'Hara is a pretty humble dude. I've talked to him. I've interviewed him. I know him. He's a friend. And he's not even like an Adrian Broner, if you will. And he's outright calling you out. And that's not really his thing. He just enjoys boxing. He talked about Broner. He didn't say anything bad about Broner. He's a cool dude. He's a down-to-earth dude. You can't have it perceived by the public that you lost a fight, still be the lineal champion, come back, fight Rod Salka, who was ranked number 77 in a lighter division that nobody fucking heard of, and then just carry on with this mentality oh, I'm champ, it don't matter, I'm still getting $1 million paydays, fuck y'all. Because what you're saying is fuck the fans. And that's all I'm trying to look out for the young dude. I'm just trying to give him some wisdom and some knowledge. Like I said, I'm not here to bash Danny Garcia. I like him as a fighter. But use some of your boxing forefathers. Lennox Lewis. What happened when he fought Oliver McCall? You know what I'm saying? Situations like that. What happened when Lennox Lewis fought Hasim Rahman? He got rocked and then knocked out. What did he do? He came back correct. Do that. Follow suit. And at the very least, if you're going to just avoid the Mauricio Herrera fight and just embrace people talking shit about you and I guess hating on you, you got to do something big at 147 or your next fight. And really, there's not really many fights that people want to see. The only two fights that I think the fans would even, there's probably three at 140 that fans would really, really embrace. That would be Adrian Broner. Not that he's the best at 140, but he had a, you know what I mean, he's coming off 2 wins, and they're friends and talk shit. People would just pay to watch that. I just have a feeling people would buy into that. Lamont Peterson, who's a respected fighter, even though he shouldn't have a belt because Lucas Matisse should have taken his belt under normal circumstances. And then maybe someone like a Victor Postal. Those are really the only three if you're not going to fight Mauricio Herrera in a rematch. I think people would also entertain the Lucas Matisse rematch, see how he does with a better eye. And, you know what I mean, hopefully Matisse's eye wouldn't get all lumped up in the first couple rounds to see how he fared against Danny Garcia. And that's really it. You know what I mean? That's my honest to God opinion of what Danny Garcia should do. So if you're not going to fight one of them dudes I just mentioned at 140, you got to move up. You got to move up in the weight, and not just move up, but you got to find a quality opponent at welterweight and fight them. If he fights Pacquiao, that's a good way to shut up the critics, see what he's made out of. Pacquiao is a Hall of Famer, legend, and if Pacquiao gets past his next opponent, Chris Algieri, then, you know what I mean, that's a good fight. So I'm anxious to see Danny Garcia's move. Like I said, I'm not here trying to promote no beef or start shit. If I have an opportunity to work with Danny Garcia in the future, I will. I'm just being real because that's what I give it to you on my channel. I'm not going to sugarcoat and pussyfoot around certain situations. Danny Garcia, in my opinion, from Ego, EGO, I think you got to do something big in your very next fight. Go back to the throwback fighters and, you know what I mean, do what's right. I don't condone like that attitude that he's kind of displaying. Like, you think I care about a comment? You should, because the comments are coming from boxing fans. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you should care. Whether you want to pose and, you know what I mean, in front of the cameras and on social media and stuff, act like you don't care. You obviously care because you wouldn't have responded to me if you didn't care. So food for thought. Let me know what you guys think of Danny Garcia. Who do you want to see him fight next? Like I said, it is what it is. I laid it all out there for you. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off.